Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
The first throw, here's Winston.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Well, I have to say that I've never, ever seen this one before. They get the interception, but instead of taking the football, they accept the penalty.
But Brandon, you ever heard the term overthinking it? Because that's what it feels like to me. They had the interception. Why are you going to turn that one back? I'm really curious to hear what the explanation would be for making that decision.
Going on the ground with Jacobs.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jacobs again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And a pass complete to Waller on the out route. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Winston. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Winston. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Broncos at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Winston.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Nelson. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It's down the numbers. There he goes. The 30. 10, 5,
and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. To throw is Winston. Open man here is Conklin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Winston. Flushed out right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play fake. Winston. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
First down, Winston.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Again, it's Winston. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Eluding the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Desmond King picks it. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Steps away to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing, Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jones. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. Back to throw, Jones. Quickly into the hands of Waller. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Slant to Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And the Raiders
whistle for there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 35 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Jameis now on 1st down.
And this one too low.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go play action. Winston. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Cooper here.
Now Winston. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Winston to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Jones. Being checked. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Second and 3. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun with White.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing on first down, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 38, Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Baron Browning has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
124 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was. It all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Las Vegas, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Standing in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.